Okay, so I don't want to jinx myself or tempt Murphy's Law here, but I think the engine is very nicely tuned at the moment, and the reason I say that is it seems to meet all the criteria that I know of from watching very good videos on YouTube. And a couple of things it does, it pulls away and it accelerates very fast. I know it's currently performing very well, or quite close to the best this engine can perform, because I've been playing around a lot with the high-speed needle and I know when it's hitting peak performance and etc. And I've also got this satellite GNSS speed meter here as a reference that I can use to check its peak speed and compare that against my action with the high-speed needle. Now, of course, this is going to be quite cold now since it's been set there for a while, but according to the manual, if the engine is kept at around 104 degrees Celsius, I believe, at max, then it should be fine. However, it does say not to exceed 120 degrees Celsius. Having said that, the instruction manual also says to stick to a maximum of 20% nitro fuel. However, I'm using a 25%, so the temperature tends to get close to 120. But as far as following the usual tuning advice, etc., I think it's pretty optimized now. If I switch to a 20% fuel, then the performance just suffers. Now, the other thing I was going to say is, after a high-speed run up and down, it will tick over for between 5 to 10 seconds, which is apparently what we want. So it ticks over for about 5 to 10 seconds, and after that, if I wait for about 20 seconds at idle, I can just open wide open throttle and the buggy will just shoot off again without hesitation. So again, that's a good sign of a good tune. Now, I can assure you that I did achieve all this before I started recording this video. So I'm not sure if I can reproduce that, but it should be possible because I've not made any changes since then. Yeah, let's have a go. I'm using medium glow plug, by the way. And also, I can now start the engine just by priming it, and yeah, using either box start or the COPS crank handle without actually having to adjust the idle. So the low speed needle must be correct. Oh, this body doesn't really fit well with the GNSS meter, but that is fine. So let's give it a go. Just before I do that, I just want to say, try not to get one of these glow plug batteries, and the reason for that is, I'll just quickly explain why. The negative terminal has to go through, see all the aluminium filings you get as it strips the thread off each time you screw it on and off. So I've got a very good brand of battery here, Overlander 3800. These are made locally here in Britain. They're very good, one of the best brands you can get. Anyway, the reason is, these glow plugs take very high current to illuminate, and if you think about it, this piece of metal spring here, if you stretch it out, it's actually quite long. So you've got to transfer that much current through a very thin piece of conductor that is actually quite long. And I've compared this type of glow plug batteries or glow plug igniters side by side with the normal ones, and these ones will make the glow plugs glow a lot dimmer than the types where the batteries are non-replaceable. Because on the ones that the batteries are not replaceable, there isn't a spring that goes onto the negative terminal, whereas the body itself clamps onto the body of the battery, or it's mated to the body of the battery. So it's all strong, thick, solid metal there. Anyway, without further ado, let's get this buggy started, shall we? Right, it should start off the bat, even with this weak battery. Yeah, there we go. So I forgot to turn on the receiver. So I guess we're gonna let the engine warm up again, because it's been sitting here for a while. So anyway, let's just do a couple of runs to warm up the engine. Yeah? Okay, that hesitation is, I hope it's just because the engine is cold. As long as it doesn't happen again, I'm happy with that. See, it's a bit sluggish at the moment, but see, it's alright there. Do another run back. So that's a very good performing engine. So it's ticking over at high RPM at the moment. There you go, it's about 5 to 10 seconds before the RPM drops, which is great. So now I'm going to wait another 10 seconds before hitting wide open throttle. Oh, let's see if it's sluggish off the line. Oh, that's perfect, just shoots straight off. Shoots right off. So now I'm going to let this sit idle for 20 seconds and then I'm going to hit wide open throttle again. And if that works, then I'll be very happy with the result. Okay, that bit there, I'm not sure. That bit there, you saw it goes good, it struggles to get off the line. I think the low speed may be a bit too lean. That's typically a sign of the low speed needle being a bit too lean. So we can fix that. Oh. Well, let's do one thing at a time. So let's just give this 30 seconds. Okay, so the tick over is over, so we're going to wait another 20 seconds. That's 10. 5. Alright, here we go. Fingers crossed. Oh, that's beautiful. So it's just the low speed needle that's a bit too lean that's causing that hesitation sometimes. Well, we're not getting it anymore, but if I do, I'm going to richen the low speed needle by just about 5 minutes. Now, I know I'm at risk of hitting the curb there, so I don't want to push it too hard, but I want to see how fast this thing goes. So, pinch test, 5 seconds, 43 miles per hour. That's exactly what I was aiming for. So it's very nicely set up at the moment. Great, I'm quite happy. If you find I've done anything wrong, please leave a comment and let me know. Thank you.